I've always been somewhat annoyed that you only have one life to live. And so what I try to do is cram as many lifetimes into one mortality span as I possibly can. That's my way of cheating Mother Nature. And I find that my camera's a passport to exploring the world in its infinite variety, trying to see as much as I possibly can within this one lifetime. And that's really important to me.
With a career that has covered more than 20 years behind the lens, Peter Guttman has gone to all extremes to get the perfect image. When camera's in hand, he feels immune to danger.
I've climbed a 300-foot tall sailing mast, the tallest ship in the world, to get photographs of sailors setting sails, looking down below, and you're just hanging on by a little harness as you're basically on the wrong end of a pendulum, moving back and forth. I followed a decade-long passion to try to document a tornado by joining up with a group of tornado chasers. During one 24-hour period, I photographed 10 tornadoes, playing a dodgeball game with Mother Nature. In the bayous of Florida, I stood in chest-high water filled with alligators for a pretty long period of time, waiting for that water to settle down and give me that perfect symmetrical mirror. Looking through that lens, I felt no sense of danger. The cranberry bogs are an amazing, mythic, autumnal experience. You have this ballet of workers out in the bogs and this bouncing, floating carpet of ruby red marbles. You have these beaters that basically act as a lawnmower and chop up the bushes of cranberries. All these berries float to the surface, they get harnessed together, and then they are scooped up onto conveyor belts and onto awaiting trucks. And this is a ritual that has been repeated for over a century of time. The cranberry itself is one of the very few foods that is indigenous to North America. So it's really almost spiritually uplifting place to be at in the autumn. I like to get physically involved in the scenes that I witness, and so I'll throw on a pair of waders and hop right into the bogs and get right up close to the men as they're working and harvesting the berries. It makes you feel more alive. You more visually relate to what's going on. What's most important to me is getting that photograph. That's what really drives me and lights the fire under me.
Peter's images have been seen everywhere, from National Geographic Adventure to Travel and Leisure and Condé Nast Traveler, from Vogue magazine to the New York Times.
I've written 3 books that are part of a series I created for Fodors, and the book sold so well in the first few weeks that I immediately got a contract for 2 more books. And so I created this series called the Imagine series, about being able to relate to unique off-the-beaten-path spots that few people realize sometimes are just in their own backyard.
Having traveled to more than 100 different countries on all 7 continents, one would think that Peter's camera has seen it all. But that's where Gutt Instinct begins.
In the show, I hope to bring viewers a sense of the excitement and the thrill of our world, our planet, to reveal and pull apart the curtain and show what distant lands and peoples are all about. And the really, really exciting feeling you get capturing it and really grabbing that special moment.